Remembering Louie Anderson.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. Sad news reported today, the actor-comedian Louie Anderson passed away at the age of 68. It's sad to hear these news, and I'd like to take today to do a quick video remembering Louie Anderson. This is non-scripted. I'd just like to talk about Louie today. Louie did some awesome things in the entertainment industry. He was a really funny comedian. When he was young, he had small roles like his role in the movie Coming to America. When he was older, he did different shows. He did a show that he won an Emmy for in the 2010s decade. Before that, he was on a weight loss show, and he did great in that. And I think the thing that I remember the most from Louie Anderson was a cartoon show that he did. In the 1990s, I was little, growing up, and I used to watch this on Saturday mornings. Life with Louie. Such a memorable, heartwarming show. Louie did such a great job on this, telling parts of his own childhood growing up, because it was heavily inspired by his own childhood. You could tell because it was called Life with Louie. It revolved around the child version of Louie Anderson, growing up with his parents, his older siblings, his relatives, friends at school. This was a great cartoon show that I used to watch, and I just loved it. This and Bobby's World. Bobby's World and Life with Louie were two great cartoon shows, each made by a famous comedian. Howie Mandel did Bobby's World, Louie Anderson did Life with Louie. On each show, the respective comedians did the voices of two roles, the main boy of the show and the main boy's father. So Bobby's World involved imagination and creativity, and that was a really great, vibrant show that I couldn't get enough of as a child. And Life with Louie, it was more down to earth. It used some creative cleverness. It kind of went fantasy-ish in some episodes, but it was still very much down to earth, very much inspired by Louie's own growing up years. And he taught us some great lessons on that show, showing us his own childhood, growing up, overweight, getting picked on at school by bullies who are bigger than you, not as smart as you, but they like to take advantage of you a lot. And not even your friends stand up for you every time they can. Louie himself was a trip on this show. He always made those funny noises. Whoa, alright. Aww. And that always made me laugh. And his movements, just the way he talked was funny. Because Louie Anderson himself used his kind of low voice to play Louie. And then when he did the voice of his father, Andy Anderson, he brought his voice higher up. And Louie's dad was a trip on that show. He always made like screaming noises. And he went on his rants. When I was a kid, we didn't have any stands. We had to take turns holding that tray. That was hilarious. And Louie's dad had this belly too. He was kind of an overweight father too. So like, and then he shares his war stories. I was in a war. I was in World War II. WWII. I had to run against the Germans. I can't do the voice exactly, and I can't show you any clips from the show, but I want you to look up the show for yourself. Some specific episodes. The Thanksgiving episode was fun. That's when Louie wanted to play Squanto in the Thanksgiving play, but he instead got the role of the turkey, the role that nobody wanted. So you see him on stage in that humiliating turkey costume, and he's so embarrassed. You know, you ever have a situation like that where you wanted to play one role in the play, but instead you got the most humiliating role there was? And then meanwhile, Louie's dad was like dealing with other problems with other relatives. And the two Christmas episodes, those were really funny. I think one episode was actually the pilot to set up the show Life with Louie, and then the other one was about a youth home, bringing presents to the youth home, and Louie's dad having to be Santa. And the episode about chess, that was a really funny episode. The masked chess man versus the masked chess boy. That was funny. And then the camping episode, the summer camp episode, that was a funny one. I just remembered another episode. I said I wasn't going to show any clips, but I'll just show a screenshot. The episode when Louie and his dad go to a Packers game, and then Louie somehow makes his way onto the sidelines, and he draws up a secret play that his dad told him about, and the Packers use the play to win the game. Like, the quarterback takes off his shoe and throws his shoe to his teammate, and the opponent team falls for it and chases after him. Meanwhile, the quarterback hides the ball behind his back and runs all the way to score a touchdown. That was hilarious. It's like there's no way you could get away with that in a real game. And they win the game. That was hilarious. I remember even before that clip, Louie is trying on binoculars. He puts on the wrong way. And Life with Louie, I think it only lasted 3 seasons. 3 or 4. Like half as long as Bobby's World. I even got nostalgic about both of these shows growing up. So I remember one day when I was a teenager and these shows were long off the air, I was taking care of my little sister, and my little sister didn't have Life with Louie when she was growing up watching TV. So one day I find some episodes of Life with Louie online, and I said to my little sister, "Hey, want to watch this cartoon show that I used to watch when I was little?" And when we watched it together, I said, "This is called Life with Louie. It's about a little chubby kid named Louie, and he's funny. He makes these funny noises. He deals with a lot of growing up issues. And wait till you see Louie's dad. Louie's dad is a trip." We put on the show, and little sister and I are laughing hysterically at it. Louie's dad steps in. He starts ranting and screaming, and we're all laughing at him too. You know, family's number one. Life with Louie displayed that well, and I'm glad I got to take that lesson from Life with Louie and share that with my little sister in moments like that. You know, now with the passing of Louie Anderson, I haven't heard anything about Life with Louie being released on Blu-ray or DVD or any streaming platforms. Maybe it's available on DVD, I don't know. But maybe now with the passing of Louie Anderson, perhaps Life with Louie will be released on some streaming platforms. I hope so. If you haven't seen Life with Louie, I encourage you to check out this show. It was my favorite project that Louie Anderson worked on. So that's what I have to say today. I definitely send thoughts and prayers to Louie's family, definitely. Yeah. Send prayers their way. And I'll probably watch a little more Life with Louie over the weekend to get a little more joy out of that cartoon show. Have you seen Life with Louie? What do you think of the show? Do you love it as much as I do? If you haven't seen it, will you check it out now? Let me know in the comments section. Like and share if you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, hit the bell if you want notifications. I'm creating for you. Have a great week and a great life, and always love yourself for who you are. Godspeed.